Hey, good morning, everybody. Hey, spring has finally sprung here, and it's time to de-winterize the RV. So we'll take you along, show you some of the things we do, from checking the electric inside, obviously getting rid of all the antifreeze that's in the system, uh, getting the fresh water set and ready to go with sanitation, and then also sanitize the holding tanks. And from there, it's just going to be a deep clean on the inside, and eventually, and it won't be today, maybe next week or next 2 weeks. What I'd like to do is clay bar the entire outside of the rig, buff it with it's really just a polisher, not really a buffer, but polish it up, get it waxed up, and then put ceramic coating on it. So we'll get started, and we'll take you along and show you what we do, and hopefully give you a few pointers and a few tips.
On the open road, where dreams unfold, adventure calls, a story to be told. With every mile, our spirits soar, freedom song forevermore. Super C, child adventures on the go, through the hills and valleys, don't you know? With laughter and love, we're all so free, a journey shared, just you and me. Heather by my side, Herbie and Bugsy too. Together we chase skies of endless blue. In our RV, a home on wheels. Every turn, a new world reveals.
Hey, everybody. Happy spring. Got a nice sunny day here. It's a little chilly in the Northeast, but look what we got. Finally got back. Look behind me here. So we got the coach back. If you guys remember, if you follow the channel, you know we had a little bit of an incident on the way to Florida last year where the Jeep broke loose, and luckily the NSA tow bar kept everything in check, but the Jeep did get into the back of the RV. So we got this thing back finally from the body shop. So turn this around and show you here. So it was, if you remember, it was all cracked up in here, all across the back here. The folks down at the body shop did a great job there. So they did a great job. And then the other thing they did, and we'll have another video show you a little bit more about it, is we got true toppers put on. So no more flapping in the wind whenever it comes to a windy day over down along the lake or down along the beach. So the true toppers take the place of the traditional slide toppers that are fabric. So I'll show you those. But in the meantime, I wanted to just take a minute to show you what I do to get the coach ready. So when we took this thing down to the body shop, and that was in late December, I think, maybe early January, there was snow on the ground. Unfortunately, there's salt on the road. So in the Northeast, they use a lot of salt. So what I did to get started here is used a product called Salt Gone, and sprayed the whole underneath of the coach completely, and then the outside of the coach as well. So I was able to get all the salt off of it. Now I'll turn this thing around. Let me show you this little deal we got going on here. So I don't know if you can see this or not, but it's basically is on wheels, and you put this on the end of your pressure washer, and you can get up underneath it there and get up under the coach real good and get all the nasty stuff out from underneath of it. So then I went ahead and wiped down the whole coach with Salt Gone. It's a concentrate. You mix it with water, put in a 5-gallon bucket, and hit it with your pressure washer. So got that done. Right now I'm going to go up on the roof before we get started, and before we go too much further anyhow, and we're going to check the roof for any areas that maybe need some sealant put in, or make sure there's nothing going on up there. So I'm going to take everything up there with me. So I got some lap sealant. Got some lap sealant here from Dicor. We'll take that up. You got ProFlex, again, in case I need that. I'm going to take that up with me. Some Endura tape, take that up. Lexol, take that up. Also going to take up some new product with me, and we're going to clean the roof real good. And this will be the first time that, let me get some out here, show you what I got going on. So we got some roof cleaner here from the makers of Liquid Shine and Liquefied. So if you follow along, you're in the RV community a lot, you know the folks from Liquid Shine and Liquefied, so Matt, Will, and the whole gang there. So we got some roof cleaner. We're going to take that up with us, get up on the roof, and check it for anything first, and then go ahead and clean it up, get some pressure washer up there. I did buy a little pressure washer. It's battery operated. It seems to do a pretty good job, and for something like this, getting up on the roof, it's fantastic. So you just take that, you can hook it straight to the garden hose or the hose at the RV park, or you can put it in a 5-gallon bucket. In this case, I'm already going to have a 5-gallon bucket up there. Just got to pull the hose up there. I'll probably just fill the bucket up, use that to get it all cleaned up. We'll get the roof cleaned up. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of stuff coming off that roof, and then at that point, we'll go ahead and get the coach cleaned up. And then from there, the other things that we'll do, obviously, is we'll get our fresh water, get that all cleaned up. We've got a lot of antifreeze in there. Got to get that out. And the other thing that I like to do every year is, again, if you're up in the Northeast at all, you can see down along there, you're going to have some areas where some rust is starting to come through. It's just the nature of the beast. This thing's only a year old, so I'll go ahead and hit, and you can see a little stuff like this, right? So it's not much. It's just surface rust. So over the course of the next couple days, what I'll do, get in here, any place I see any of that, I'm going to get that cleaned up. Wire brush it if I need to, but for the most part, probably just put a rust inhibitor on it, and then come back and touch it up with some undercoating. And then we'll get it parked where it's level on the side of the garage area. It's home, and get the slides out and start getting the inside ready. Our first trip out is in 2 weeks, so I'll take you along. All right, hey everybody, I'm up here on the roof now. So I'm just going to go ahead and inspect this. Everywhere that there's a joint, everywhere that you have anything going through the roof, like one of your fans, air conditioners, whatever. And then I'm also going to look over the edge here along the, in this case, true toppers, but anything else that you would have going over the edge, and look to make sure that there's no sealant missing. And you want to look for the smallest holes, right? I mean, I don't care if it's pin size. You're going to want to fix it. You're going to want to have to make sure you get in there and get it cleaned up. So let me turn this around and show you exactly what I'm looking at here. So you want to get down on your hands and knees, and you're going to want to look for everything. So anything, that's going to be, in this case, I got some tape along this edge here. I just do that every time just to give me a little bit of peace of mind. So that's going to be in good shape. I'm going to check it out there. I'm going to grow up across here and look here, right? So make sure, if you can see this, make sure that's not peeling up. It's not. That's the cracking there is from whenever they paint over top of it, but it's sealed really well. I'm going to check that out. Check for any leaks there. Obviously, any holes. You get into your air conditioning units, and you're going to want to get in there and clean those up as well. But you're going to want to make sure that you got nothing going on. Same way with here with your fans. Check this out. Make sure it's still pliable. This is only a year old. Hey, inspect. I'll have any problems, but hey, you never know. You got to get up there and check it out. These things are relatively easy to take off. Pull those pins out. You got two on each side. Any place you got vents, again, you're going to check this, make sure it's still pliable. Check for a small hole, so like right there. All right, so I don't know if you can see that. Now there's rubber roofing under there. I'm not too concerned, but I'm going to fill that in just the same. So if you can see, again, really small hole. I'm going to get up there, and I got the die cord, and I'm going to replace that. Same way with in here. And you're going to reach down, go down over the side, and look for anything that's down along your gutter line here. So for this unit, the TPO roof goes down around, and then it's pulled in tight and held in place with this. So we're going to want to go down along that. In this case, we just put these true toppers on. We'll go along this edge here, make sure you're not missing anything. You don't want to go all the way up and all the way back, so it's going to take a little bit of time. It's well worth it. This is one of the things that's going to ruin your coach, is if you get water intrusion. So I get up here once a quarter and do this. We just got this back from the body shop, so I'm going to give it an extra look at it. And then even if you can see down here, these are the tops of the windows. I can see I'm missing some sealant right there. So I'm going to get in there and we'll fill that in. Let me see if I can show you what I got going on here. So a little bit of sealant right there that I can put in there. So I'm going to go ahead and fill that in. I can reach all that up here from the roof. And if not, I'll get the ladder and get it up there, but I'd rather do it from the roof. So we're going to look for that from all sides. Again, check the wine guard in this case. You're going to walk the roof, look for anything. Again, see here, now these were small holes. Again, the rubber roof's underneath of it. I know I'm okay, but I'm going to get in there. You can see in here, I'm going to get in there and I'm going to fill that in. Same way with this one right here, right? I'm going to get in there and fill all that in with some die core. Almost every one of these is like that, and it was not like that whenever I parked it for the winter. I'm going to check your rear cap where the rear cap meets. For the most part, this isn't going to take me long, but there's a few areas that I'm going to have to seal up, and then we'll go ahead and get that sealed up, let it dry real good, and then start scrubbing the roof, get the roof cleaned up. So go ahead and turn this off, get this stuff done, see what it looks like when it's done. Okay, we went ahead and did die core. There's a few spots, not necessary there was a hole in there. It just looked like that maybe in this case, you can see here, and this is self-leveling, so you come back in 20 minutes and it's going to be leveled out. It's going to be it'll look just fine. But in any case, that was there was a sharp edge there. I figured I'd go ahead and cover that. And then around the solar panels, there was a couple little small holes. Again, you can see, so I just put this down. You can see it's self-leveling. You can see that one there, maybe there's a shadow on it, but you can see it levels itself out pretty good. So you don't have to worry about it too much. Just get it down on there, and again, go through the entire roof and get it all cleaned up. And now I'm going to go ahead and look over the side and inspect the side and go all the way down from top or from front to back and make sure there's nothing there. Now that there, you don't want to use a self-leveling sealant there. I'll use a so on that area there, if there's anything, I will be using Proflex from GeoCell. So this is clear. That will take care of that. Anything that's something self-leveling on the roof, that's probably what you want to use. Anything that's on a vertical surface, use something like the Proflex here. So I haven't seen anything. I don't know that I'll need to use this other than that one spot over there by the window. And then we'll let this dry up and then get the roof cleaned up and then finish washing the coach. All right, so we got everything done as far as sealing up the roof. We're going to go ahead and give this a shot here. So this is the roof cleaner from Liquishine. I'll put a code down in the comments for you to get a 15% discount from anything from Liquishine or Liquefied. But this roof cleaner, it says the directions on the back is to go ahead and wet down the roof, get rid of all the loose dirt and debris, and then spray this on and agitate it with a soft bristle brush, and then from there you can go ahead and let it dry, and then we'll put some Dicor roof protection on this. But so again, I got this thing. It's a cordless pressure washer. I got this from Amazon. Does a nice job. You can pull it right out of a 5-gallon bucket. Gives you a little deal there to hold the hose in the bucket. So I'll go ahead and wet this down, put the roof cleaner on, and see what happens. We'll get that wet, so we'll go ahead and let's get this roof cleaner on here. Give it a good scrub, see what's going on. I'm sure, like everything that I've gotten from Liquid Shine and Liquefied, it's been an awesome product. So this, I'm sure, will be the same. Now it's a 40-foot roof. Imagine I'm going to use most of this bottle, but we'll see how far this goes. So the directions are to put it on, let it sit for 1 or 2 minutes, hit it with a soft brush, and rinse it off. So we'll do the first half here, let this set up a minute, and we'll do the back half as we're getting closer towards the back here. So doesn't look like I'll need the whole bottle for this. So again, first time using this, expecting good things. Let's give us some time to set up here. It's a little sunny day today in central PA. A little cool, but it's not too bad. It's end of March, getting ready to, it's the weekend before Easter. We're getting this thing all cleaned up. So let's, yeah, it looks like it's, again, the roof's not in bad shape at all. But, yeah, it's taking those spots right off the roof right there. So might have to get in there and scrub a little bit more. But for the most part, get yourself one of these long poles. I don't feel comfortable going out across that fiberglass cap on Pasadena's. They got this, what they call bubble bunk, which is nice, gives us a ton of room on the inside. But I've never felt comfortable going out across the top of that, and I surely wouldn't walk on it. So when I do go across there, I just lay out, spread my body out across there, and put a little bit, distribute the weight the best I can. So yes, looks like it's doing a nice job. So hey, real quick here while I'm doing the roof, I want to show you this this roof cleaner here from Liquid Shine. You want to shake it up really good, and then agitate it enough to where, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, when it starts to turn purple, then it starts to work really well. So you want to shake it up good, agitate it real good with your brush, and then go ahead and rinse it. But once it starts to turn purple, it looks like that's when it's working its best. All right, hey everybody, starting to again get this coach ready for camping season. So testing the water today, making sure there's no leaks. So far so good. Hey, just a quick shout out. So you know, I've winterized before, but this past year I watched a video from Endless RVing, and they were up at Dave's RV Center, and they did something a little bit different. So I tried it this year, and basically you're going to winterize your coach using the antifreeze. But Dave said to take the pressure off the lines. So once you've winterized it and you've pushed all the water out, to go ahead and empty out the antifreeze. So that, outside of what's in the P-traps and a little bit that's in the black and gray tank. So that's what I did, and so far so good, because that stuff does freeze. Now it doesn't expand, but it freezes, but it doesn't expand. So far so good. So what I'll do is I'll hook water up, or what I've already done, hook water up, in this case from the house, and I'll fill up the fresh tank about halfway full. Then I'll clear all the lines out running off of city water. I'll fill up the toilets, let the toilets sit with water in them, make sure that they don't drain down. That way you know that your seals are good. And then once I've done all that and I've flushed all the antifreeze that's left in the lines out, and there wasn't much, I'll open the low point drains, open up each one of the sinks and shower, and then once I get that done, then I'm going to go back and run my water pump. So I think most everybody knows this, but in case you don't know this, if you run your water pump, you'll be able to hear it run. So if you have everything shut off, all your sinks, your low point drains, everything is shut off, and your water pump cycles, and it continues to cycle, then you got to leak somewhere. So you got to start looking around. So in my case, I open up it takes a little bit of work, 'cause you got to take some pieces of the countertop off and such. But the sink in the front bathroom, I got to get under there, and I make sure there's nothing going on there. Same thing with the rear bath, the shower, underneath of the shower. I open all that stuff up to see if there's going to be a leak anywhere. The sink here in the kitchen, turn this around, it's a little bit hard to get into, so you gotta get way back up inside there to get inside there and take a look. So what I'll do is I'll take the camera, put a light back in there, take the camera and let the camera run for a while when running water, and make sure that I can then see it on the computer and see if there's a leak anywhere. But so far so good. It doesn't look like any problems, but again, the trick is once you flush everything, then run shut your city water off, go to dry camping, and then what you're going to do is just run your water pump, and if your water pump cycles, then there's a problem somewhere. So that's all the pink that was in there. That was it. All the rest was out of the line. So I'm going to run each one of the sinks for 2-3 minutes, flush it real good. And once I get done with that, then I've got some Shock-It that I'll run through the system after. It's made by Camco. A lot of people use bleach. I'll run that in the tank, let it sit for a couple hours, and then I'll run Shock-It through, and then we should be good to go. But so far so good. No leaks anywhere. Also, just a quick call out. You see that sensor right there. Every place that I have water coming into the coach, underneath both sinks, outside at the water bay, at the kitchen sink, the shower, underneath of the shower, I'll put those in, and those things will send an alarm, an audible alarm, but also sends an alarm to my phone. And they're relatively cheap. They're from Govee, cheap insurance. And then the other thing I do is right here, I put a temperature sensor in each one of the bays, down underneath, kitchen, both bathrooms, and also the battery bay. So I can also check on the temperature anytime. So just again, from Govee, both of them are from Govee, easy and cheap insurance. Hey y'all, one thing that I do every spring and winter, maybe twice a year, is get inside of find your fuse panel, take your cover off. Now, obviously you want to do this there's no power coming in, so no shore power, don't have your generator running, but there's still going to be power in here, so you got to be careful. But basically what you want to do is you want to get inside here, and you want to make sure that all your lugs are tight. So if you're not comfortable doing this, get an electrician, somebody that's a buddy that's an electrician, have them come out. You just want to snug those things up, because if they're loose, that's where you're going to have a problem. That's where it's going to build heat. So if get yourself inside here, and what you're going to want to do is a couple things. Now this is going to be your 12-volt side. So there's still power coming to the 12-volt side because of the batteries, and I don't have the batteries disconnected, nor do I have the solar disconnected, but you're still okay. You want to go down through here and tighten all those up. Tighten up your two lugs here. Go across to make sure that each one of your neutral bars and ground bars are tight, and then get up inside of here, if you can see. Get up inside of here and tighten each one of those down. Again, that's where a lot of times you're going to get some arcing if for any reason these are loose. And as these things shake and rattle going down the road, that absolutely can happen. I even do this in the house. So take your time, do that, and then once you're done with this, change the batteries in your smoke detectors. You should be doing that every year as well. So we're going to go ahead and tighten these up, and we'll go ahead and then change those batteries and keep on working to get this thing ready to go down the road this spring. You can use a Phillips bit. You can use a number 1 Robertson bit. Either one will work. Robinson bit's going to let you bite into there a little bit better. So you're just going to get in here again. You're going to get in here and you're going to make sure these things are tight. And it feels like they are. But go through each one and just double check. That's all. All right, got in there and tightened those up. Luckily for me, none of these were loose at all. I got maybe a quarter return out of some of the ones on the 12-volt side, but nothing out of the on the AC side. So go ahead and put your cover back on. You'll be all set, and move on to the next item. Here's what the Robinson bit looks like. If you're curious, you can pick this up at Lowe's, Home Depot, whatever, in the electrical area. It's a Robinson number 1 bit. It's a square bit. You can see they just get in there. And they can bite real good, so you can torque those down. So get yourself one of those, something you should carry in your toolbox. Now we got the water all done, everything's taken care of, we can start putting everything back in. But before we do, Heather goes through, even though we cleaned this thing really, really good before we, at the end of the season, now she's going to go through and empty everything out, wipe everything again with Clorox wipes, and before we can start bringing all of our stuff in. So, how this thing gets so dirty, just sitting still.
Look at back there where the slide was out, and then when you brought it back in.
Right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably from the body shop, though, I would think. Maybe not. I don't know. It won't take long. And we still got our Christmas pictures up, so it's time to take the pictures down and put, I don't know, spring stuff up, I guess, right?
I don't know if we really have any spring stuff, but we have,
I'm ready for summer, so you can put summer stuff up. I don't care.
I mean, I don't know. We don't. Our pictures aren't really springy or summery, but we have. Which ones did we just get? We got the People Mover.
People Mover. I'm excited about that one. I really like that one.
And I guess we have the train.
Yeah.
Main Street train.
I guess you're gonna get in here and steam clean the floors. Take the covers off the chairs, get those washed. Get all your towels hung up. I guess also need to get some liquefied, put in the black tanks now that that's all done. Get our clothes, move our clothes in, and we'll be you're gonna wash all the everything in here.
I'm gonna wash those. All the sheets and the blankets are in the wash. What's going on?
Now I gotta fill up, put everything back in the basement. Already got everything else done, so I'm gonna start moving the stuff back into the basement, and then at some point over the course of the next 2 weeks, I think I'm going to clay bar the whole entire thing, get the DA out and polish everything, and then put a coat of wax on it. Or actually, I got probably do a ceramic job on it, but I might wait and do that when we get down to a campground somewhere and I got some time. We'll see, but I'm going to polish it here.
Where's our first trip? Down to
Delaware Seashore State Park. So you can't really do anything there because there's so much sand and salt in the air. I don't really want to do that against the painted surfaces.
And that's in 2 weeks?
That is in 2 weeks. The 13th, I think, we leave. And today is what, 29th?
Yeah.
You gotta run the sweeper in here for sure.
Yeah. It's amazing. I mean, we ran sweeper when we cleaned this out, when we got ready to park it, and now look at it.
Yeah.
Where's all this stuff from?
Gotta get our internet back in here, get the cameras all hooked back up to the internet.
Does this go in here?
No. That goes back in my toolbox. Let me see that. Pull that thing out.
This?
Yeah. So I'll show everybody what I got going on here. So get yourself one of these things. You can use it around the house here in the RV for sure. And this is a temperature gun. So you can go around and check all your make sure you're not pulling too many amps and building up heat in any of your receptacles. One of the things I'm going to do, so you can see here, like that's saying right now that's even though it looks hot, it goes by the center at 49 degrees. But eventually I'm going to, throughout the spring and summer, I'm going in and changing every one of the receptacles here to a house style receptacle. So I've got some, and should be relatively easy to do. And you know, one of the things you can do with this is get down here where you can check and see what kind of heat you got coming off of your fuse panel and breakers. So that's the 12 volt there. Again, looks hot, but the center, the hottest part, is bouncing around 59.5 to 61 degrees. And then there's no heat at all in any of the lines coming in for the breaker. So all good shape there, but something to keep an eye on, especially if you're going to pull. You know, you get a cooler night and you got a space heater plugged in, which I wouldn't recommend, but you can always use something like this to check. So fireplace here. So that one's going to be hot now. That's 156. Now it's up to 203 degrees. So nice little, neat little tool to have with you. Hey everybody, now that I got this all cleaned up, I just want to take a moment here and show you the rear end here. So we got this back from Valley Brook RV repair down in I think they're in Oxford, PA, or Nottingham. So you can see here they did a fantastic job. The color match is spot on. There's absolutely, you know, the orange peel that's in here is factory orange, similar to the factory orange peel. It's 90% smooth. They did that on purpose to match the rest of the coach. So just kind of take a look around. They did an outstanding job. The other thing that I had them do while we were there is install our true toppers. So they're one of the, maybe the only company on the East Coast, definitely in Pennsylvania, that puts true toppers on. So you can see them here. And again, we camp a lot where there's we're by the lake or by the ocean or what have you, and the winds are just crazy. And there's been so many times where we've been camping and the wind has picked up so much that the toppers are just up there bouncing around to keep you awake. You're afraid you're going to rip them and tear them up. So we just had them removed and put true toppers on. Now, in this case, we got three big slides. Bedroom slide you see here, the living room slide, try to stay out of the sun here, the living room slide there, and I'll show you the other side. And it's a real long slide. It's about 20, I think it's 26 feet long, 27 feet long. In any case, these come in black. It's a powder coated black. I told them to leave it that way. So a couple of reasons why, and I'll show you more on the other side, but I'm thinking that I might want to just go ahead and paint this side to match and leave the other side black. And I'll show you why in a minute. But let me try to tell me what you think. Take a look at that. So the coach is got grays, silvers, whites, and then obviously black in it. So I thought it would look good, and I still think it does. But I might color match this side. Now, if I do it myself, I'm probably looking at $1,500 in material. If I have somebody do it just for this side, probably, you know, $3,000. Now, if I have them do both sides, then it's going to be quite a bit more. But let me know what you think. Do you like the black? Should I color match it? So if I do it myself, I'm going to have to do it outside. I don't obviously have a booth big enough to put this in. A buddy of mine that's got a paint shop, his booth isn't big enough to put this in, so we could do it outside. I don't really want to take them off. I'll have to mask everything off and then just paint those. So that's a lot of work, and that's where time and material come into play. So again, a lot of blacks on here. So got black on the bumpers, blacked out wheels, blacked out mirrors, and then on this side you can definitely see it better here. So our Girard awning over the door and over the slide, the big awning, is black. So that's why I'm thinking I'm going to leave this side blacked out. I think it looks good, but leave it in the comments. What do you think? So let me know what you think about the True Toppers. Do you have them? Do you want them? And I'll also put a link to True Topper themselves. Be able to get you, if you use my name, and let them know that I sent you that way. They can give you a discount. Definitely give you a discount. They're based out of Oregon, but they have installers around the country. So in this case, it's Valley Brook RV or Valley Brook RV and Repair in Oxford, PA. So let me know what you think. Check out True Toppers, and I'm going to do a detailed, a really nice detailed video on how they work, how they operate. We're going to do that on our first trip out coming up here in a couple weeks.